So I am a single gentleman, circa, this is March or so, and I'm still single right now, but thank you. I'm gay, so sorry, women. So anyways, I'm doing as most gay men do, and I go on the apps, and I'm looking at things on Scruff, and I'm looking at cute boys, and I see this really adorable guy. He is like right in my age bracket, totally my type. And so I start scruffing with him and chatting and noticing that like he's super fucking adorable. We have some good one-liners and like eventually like, yeah, we should hang out sometime. Now he lives in Wilmington, Delaware, and so that's kind of far away from Philly. I live in South Philly, and I don't have a car, somewhat challenging to get anywhere. So anywho, we chat. Nothing ever happens, which can happen on the Scruff. And then like probably somewhere in July or something, he pops up again. He must be in Philly because clearly he doesn't live here. And we chat some more, have a little back and forth. It's like, okay, maybe we should hang out sometime. Here's my number. Give him my number, I think, and I probably saved his number in my phone, but again, nothing happens. So cut to December, and at some point along the lines, we discovered that we have some form of mutual friends, and we clearly had, like one of us had decided like, oh, I remember you from Scruff, and Facebook friended one another. So we do that, and clearly we've noticed one another. We've, I think, liked one another's posts, which you know is like a big commitment for someone that you clearly are sort of stalking, but haven't actually like committed to real stalking. So anyways, we run into each other at Tavern on Camac. I don't know if any of you fine people have been there. Lovely piano bar, intended for gays, but straights are welcome. So he is there, and it's like a fun ruckus night on a Saturday, and I go up and I'm like, I remember this boy. And so I start flirting with him, and I'm just like, hey, how's it going? And he clearly is too drunk to realize that I am this guy that we've already had like several conversations. And so we're just like chatting away, and it takes a good 5 minutes. And he's like, oh, you, I know you, we've chatted before. So we flirt a little. We, again, exchange numbers, and like you play the stupid idiot. You're like, yeah, I definitely don't already have your number in my phone. And then we play again. Now we're on Facebook Messenger. We're like, yeah, we should definitely hang out sometime. Totally, it would be great. You seem really cute. We have a bunch of mutual friends in common. Let's do this. Still, again, kind of just like passing ships in the night. As I mentioned, he lives in Wilmington, Delaware. Things are a little more challenging. So again, nothing happens, and then we run into each other at U-Bar. And this is like probably 3 weeks ago, another gay bar. Clearly, I'm a homosexual. So we run into each other at U-Bar, and finally, we actually are like mostly sober and can have real long like conversation and genuinely flirt and try to like suss out like, are we attracted to each other? Are we interested in one another? And so he really like dives in full force, and he's like, yeah, I am just happy to be out here hanging out with you, and you don't look like my grandmother, so that's like a really big plus right now because he's living with his grandmother, helping take care of her. So that's already like a plus in my book, that I don't look like his grandmother. That's like a very great quality. And then he goes into like other fun things that he's interested in. He's like, yeah, I have a great affinity for grandmother culture. I love like doilies. I can send you some cute Snapchats with like in my cute underwear and doilies behind you. We'll get into that. And then he's just going for like, how do we make this as most awkward as possible? And he's like, you know, I'm totally a murderer, and I want to make sure that you are totally down for that and like committed. And I'm like, yes, I'm here for being murdered. And I'm ready for it. And so here we are on our third date. Here he is right there. And so verdict is still out as to whether he'll become a crazy ex or I'll get murdered. So thank you.